Have you ever thought what is it about a leader that attracts you the most? Well, not just leader, any person who is inspirational to you. What is it about him or her that attracts you the most? Have you ever thought about it? Well, if you've not, here in this video, we're going to discuss what is it actually, or what is the body language of a successful leader. Well, you all are most welcome to Tutorials Point. Let us go ahead and study what is the body language of a successful leader. Well, as the saying goes correct, that 70% of the communication happens through your body language, right? So it's only 30% of the communication which is verbal, but 70% of it is through your body language. And I'm sure that any person or any leader who is very, very inspirational according to you definitely has some amazing body language. And what is it? Let's go ahead and discover. Okay, well, the first and the foremost thing, or the curve which sets everything straight, is smile. Well, yes. So the first thing which attracts any person before you even go ahead and talk to that person is smile, right? So do not forget to smile, because smile is something which invariably sets everything right, or which invariably kind of eases the tension or breaks the ice. And this is something that is very important for a leader, right? So a leader really needs to mix up with the person or with the teammates, right? So for that to happen, here is the first key, right? So do not forget to smile. Do not forget to pass a beautiful and a graceful smile to every person that you meet, especially if you're a leader, because many people look up to you, and many people who do not even know, whom you might not even know, might just look up to you and might just get inspired by the way you conduct yourself. And of course, in turn, your body language is something that invariably they are going to get influenced by. So do not forget to smile. Okay, now here is yet another important gesture which also is very important, and it demonstrates a lot, or it kind of creates a lot of communication, or it is only because of the eye contact that two persons basically feel connected, right? So as a leader, or as a person who really wants to inspire, body language is very important, right? So if you are able to make an eye contact with the person that you are talking to, well, it displays a lot of confidence, right? And not just confidence, it also displays that the person who is talking to you with straight eye contact is very sure, and is very kind of completely assured and confident of whatever you are, whatever he or she is speaking, right? So do not forget to make eye contact at the right time, because this is something which invariably is going to help you a lot to create a contact or to connect with the person whom you are talking to. If you're not making an eye contact, well, you really cannot grab the attention of the person or of the people who are listening to you, right? So make use of your eyes. They can do wonders, right? Okay, so here is yet another important body language posture which can help you a lot, especially as a leader, to crack deals or make things happen. So it is lean in slightly, right? So what is it? What does it communicate when a person slightly leans in when he or she is listening to you? Well, definitely it communicates that the person is interested in listening to you, right? And if you observe in this photograph, both these people who are shaking hand are slightly leaned in towards each other, right? So this only displays that both of them are interested in this thing to happen, right? So basis the situation that you are in, or basis the kind of the person whom you are addressing, if you happen to lean in slightly and listen to that person, it will only display that you are very interested in whatever that person is saying, right? So Do not forget to use this body language gesture as and when required. Okay, now here, watch your posture. Now, definitely your posture says a lot of things, right? So, bases the situation that you are in. If you need to use this or you need to capitalize on your kind of your posture in order to make things happen, especially if you are in a leadership position, right? So, if you look at this person, he displays slightly a more authoritative posture, right? So, if you want to display authority, well, then this posture is something that is going to help you a lot. Or if you just happen to look at this person with like standing with his hands folded, this displays more of respect and obeisance to the person whom this person is standing in front of, right? So if someone is standing with his or her hands folded like this, it only means that that person is listening and obeying and respecting whatever you are saying. Well, similarly here, look at this girl who is standing with her hands back. This displays more of an alert body language, right? So using your posture in different situations will definitely help a lot in creating that connect, or basically fitting a particular situation will definitely be much more easier if you happen to use your body language accordingly, right? Because your words might just be created or made up, but your body language will never ever lie. So, well, use your body language at the right time in the right place. Okay, well, shaking hands, the most important gesture which basically displays quite a lot. So, if the person with whom you are shaking your hand, if the grip of the person that you are shaking your hand with is firm and stable, it means that the person is very, very reliable, right? So, being a good leader, this really ought to happen. So, if you're a good leader and you happen to kind of shake your hand with any person whom you're addressing, well, as a leader, it is going to create a huge amount of impact on the person whom you're addressing. So, I mean, handshake is sort of the easiest way to understand the person who is standing in front of you. So, you could actually use this as a quick tip to understand whether the person is reliable or not. So, if the grip of the hand is very loose and not as stable, well, it only means that the person who is shaking hand with you is kind of not as convinced, or doesn't believe in you, or is not a very reliable resource, right? And at the same time, using your handshake can actually display a lot about the emotions that you share, or what you think about a particular person. A lot is displayed through your handshake, right? So, well, handshake, being a leader, you can use it again to make things happen the right way and kind of communicate whatever you wish to the person whom you are shaking your hand with, right? So, well, handshake is a very important body gesture, and use it at the right time and it will definitely work wonders for you. Well, I'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with Tutorials Point and Tutorix. Have a good day.